Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Good morning, good morning, good money, good Monday, and happy morning to all of you, man. It's been a long weekend. I thought I was so excited. I was going to go play, a round of golf early in the morning on Saturday at like 7 in the morning, get up right away, and, just have kind of one of those calmer Easter weekends. And let's just say that really wasn't the case. I woke up on Saturday morning, and, I've had my cell phone for 7 years. All of a sudden, I was playing golf, played a great round of golf. A bird decided to do its business on my cell phone. And I don't know if there was a crack in it. I don't know what happened to it. My phone was completely fried. So because of all the fun that I had this weekend, didn't really get much rest in. I have lost all my contacts. I've lost everything because I can't transfer stuff over. So we got to figure out how to do that. I'm going to try to get my contacts transferred over at least so I don't have to text 700 of you that used to be on my phone and say, hey, can you please text me your number or message on Facebook? It's been a long weekend, but we got a great Monday morning show, and I hope all of you had a very blessed Easter with you and your family and just had a great old Sunday with the nice weather. Be on the lookout because they're calling for storms this evening, but who knows because our weather map's been changing left and right today. We'll take you to top of the hour news at 9:05, but before I do that, we're talking to Miss Jersey County at 10 o'clock today. We're going to talk to Tiffany, who runs the beauty competition side of the Jersey County Fair, Miss Jersey County. Plus, we'll also be talking to Miss Jersey County herself as well. Then at 10:35, Mary Cordes, Hayner Library. It's time for Beyond the Shelves with Hayner Library, and we'll get the latest from our public staple and all the great things that are coming down the pipeline. But at 9:06, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Adam McCluskey, in a shocking turn of events that has honestly sent ripples through the quiet town in Jersey County, a centenarian's innocent pastime has led to what locals are now calling, I guess pun intended, the great Lego bust of the century. At the heart of this unprecedented scandal is 100-year-old Martha Jenkins, who found herself on the wrong side of a peculiar law, and that's playing with Legos past the age of 99. The scene unfolded in Martha's cozy kitchen, traditionally a space of warmth and the aroma of freshly baked cookies. However, on this fateful day, it was swarmed by local police in what witnesses described as an operation larger than the annual 4th of July parade. Officers donning tactical gear were tipped off about the breach of Lego's age guidelines, which is strictly intended for individuals aged 4 to 99. And, definitely broke that law. As dawn broke, neighbors were puzzled by the sight of squad cars lining this quiet street unbeknownst to them. An undercover investigation had been brewing for weeks, following a tip from a anonymous caller who noticed Martha's suspicious activity through her window. The assembling of a Lego City police station set, an ironic choice for what would lead to her undoing. The police chief, in a statement to the press, detailed this meticulous operation that involved surveillance, wiretaps, and even drones. It's a little excessive for Legos. No stone was left unturned in ensuring that the safety of our citizens from this blatant disregard of the law, he stated. Inside the kitchen was declared a crime scene, cornered off with yellow tape as officers collected evidence. Amidst the chaos, a defiant Martha sat at her table, a half-assembled Lego masterpiece in front of her, proclaiming, "I'll build what I want when I want." Her rebellious spirit was admired by many, sparking a local movement of Lego libertarians advocating for the right to build regardless of age. The ordeal has sparked a nationwide debate over the age restrictions of toys and the freedom of play. Legal experts, while stifling with laughter, have drawn into discussions on whether the long arm of the law should have extended into the toy box of this centenarian. In an age where the letter of the law often overshadows its spirit, Martha's case stands as a testament to the irrespective of age, declared Martha's attorney, who firmly believes that the joy has no expiration date, and through this, Martha has become not just a client, but a beacon of hope and defiance against arbitrary limitations. That's a quote from the law office. In a surprising turn of events, Lego headquarters issued a statement expressing amusement over the situation and announcing a special edition set, Martha's Rebel Kitchen, complete with many figures of Martha herself, surrounded by police in a barricade of Lego bricks. The set, they joked, would now be labeled for ages 4 to infinity in honor of Martha's very bold spirit. As for Martha, she remains a local hero, a beacon of defiance in the face of ageism. The great Lego bust will be remembered not just as a bizarre incident in rural Illinois, but as a humorous reminder of the joys of play at any age. Also in the news today, out of Godfrey, the Godfrey Women's Club brought out the Easter Bunny to Beverly Farm and created a lot of laughter, excitement, and hugs from residents late last week. The ladies of Godfrey's Women's Club and the Easter Bunny distributed 90 Easter baskets for the residents of Beverly Farm. Each basket held candy and a little beanie baby animal. The ladies of the Godfrey Women's Club said this is one of their favorite projects of the year. We receive as much joy and happiness as the Beverly Farm residents do on this day, the lady said in a statement to RiverBender.com. Also in the news out of Edwardsville, a woman from Alton has been charged with home invasion, while several others have been charged with burglary, possession of burglary tools, and more across Madison County. Dalton Brown brings us the latest. Sierra Kurtz, 27 of Alton, charged with home invasion, a Class X felony. On February the 3rd, Kurtz allegedly entered someone's home in the 1200th block of Central Avenue in Alton while knowing it was occupied and, quote, while armed with a dangerous weapon, namely a baseball bat, threatened the imminent use of force by swinging the bat at the victim. A petition filed to deny her release states she was a former neighbor of the victims and, in the process of swinging the bat at them, caused damage to their kitchen. The victim told authorities that Kurtz believes they had reported her to DCFS for a prior incident involving Kurtz's children and said Kurtz had, quote, previously come to the residence and damaged the victim's window, apparently in retribution for the supposed DCFS report. The Alton Police Department presented the case against Kurtz, and she was remanded to the jail to be held until her initial appearance in court. Daniel Todaro Jr. was charged with one count of burglary without causing damage on March the 15th. He allegedly entered an individual's Honda Civic without causing damage to, quote, commit therein a theft, according to court documents. Torado faces a Class 3 felony, and his case was presented by the Granite City Police Department. He was reportedly granted pretrial release upon his signature of conditions. Dakota A. Gray, 24, of Granite City, charged with one count of burglary on March the 12th. Gray allegedly entered a detached garage in the 2900th block of Roosevelt Avenue in Granite City with the intent to commit a theft on March the 11th. He faces a Class 2 felony in a case that was presented by the Granite City Police Department and was remanded to jail until his initial appearance in court. Michael T. Johns, 34, of East Alton, charged with possession of burglary tools, criminal trespass to land, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting a peace officer. Johns allegedly had flashlights, wire cutters, and a screwdriver suitable for use in breaking into a building in his possession with intent to commit a theft at Alton Materials, located at 15 Hull Lane in Alton, according to documents. Also found in John's possession were substances containing fentanyl and a bubble pipe. He was additionally charged with, after fleeing from the officer, attempting his arrest, resulting in the resisting officer charge. The Alton Police Department presented the case against Johns, in which he faces 2 Class 4 felonies for the burglary and drug possession and 3 misdemeanors for the remaining charges. Johns was reportedly granted pretrial release after signing a conditions of pretrial release order. Out of St. Louis, this spring, the American Red Cross is asking donors to help defend the blood supply by giving blood or platelets now to combat a monstrous fact. Only 3 out of 100 people donate blood. That's why they're teaming up with Warner Brothers Pictures and Legendary Pictures to create the epic new film Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, and inviting donors to rise together and give blood. When donors share their strength by coming to give March the 25th through April the 7th, they'll get an exclusive Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, and Red Cross t-shirt while supplies last. In recent weeks, the Red Cross has been seeing an encouraging increase in blood supply, but blood and platelet donation appointments remain vital this month. People of all blood types, especially those with Type O, are critical to ensuring hospital shelves can replenish as soon as possible. To book a time, you visit redcrossblood.org and download the Red Cross Blood Donor app or call 1-800-RED-CROSS for more information. Additionally, all who come April the 8th through the 28th will get a $10 e-gift card to a merchant of choice. Plus, they will be automatically entered in for a chance to win 2 $7,000 gift cards. You can visit redcrossblood.org/spring for more details. Also in the news today, out of Madison County, a man from Maryville has been charged with pointing a loaded gun at 2 people in separate cases of 3 individuals facing felonies for committing battery against police officers, according to court documents. Jason Howard, 41, of Maryville, was charged with aggravated unlawful use of weapons and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Howard allegedly pointed a loaded firearm at 2 individuals on March the 8th. According to a petition to deny his pretrial release, Bethalto police officers responded to a report of a disturbance and were told by victims upon arrival that Howard, quote, retrieved a firearm and pointed said firearm at 2 individuals. During the course of this disturbance, Howard was later detained and found to have a firearm in his possession, specifically an uncased and loaded Beretta M9 semi-automatic pistol. He had no valid firearm owner's identification card or concealed carry license at the time of the offense, according to court documents. The Bethalto Police Department presented the case against Howard, in which he faces a Class 4 felony for the unlawful use of weapons charge and 2 Class A misdemeanors for both aggravated assault charges. Court documents indicate he was remanded to be held in jail until his initial appearance in court. Also in the news today, out of Carterville, Centerstone's Crisis Stabilization Unit offers help to the community members who need a few days of support. The CSU is located in Carterville, aimed toward people who would benefit from mental health support but don't need inpatient care of a hospital. People stay at CSU for up to 10 days to learn new coping skills, create a safety plan, and potentially get their medication sorted out. Carson Feeney, the CSU coordinator, explained that people come to the CSU for different reasons. Crisis looks different for everybody, Finney said. You and I probably would have very different definitions of what would be a major event in our lives, so it can be a straight mental health ailment. So it can be loss of housing, relationship issues, anything that's kind of a major stressor. We're here to help support people through that. The CSU offers 6 group therapy sessions a day, and clients have access to a nurse, telepsychiatric services, and more. Trauma-informed recovery specialists are also there 24/7, so there's constant support available. Finney said most of the recovery specialists have their own experiences with mental health and substance use, so they can offer unique perspectives and assistances. While at the CSU, clients will work with Finney to create a safety plan and learn about other coping skills, often from their fellow clients. This support can be exactly what a patient needs to feel more confident about returning to their regular lives. The CSU can also provide interim care for people who are preparing to enter more intensive programming. Finney said they recently had a client who was going into a 30-day program, but had another week until the bed would be ready for them. He came into the CSU and spent the week there receiving support before he entered the longer program to combat that layover time. Finney noted that upon admission, clients will work with the recovery specialist to create a safety plan. They then will update the safety plan with new coping skills before they leave the CSU. Finney said it is encouraging to see how many clients are more confident and comfortable by the end of their stay. The CSU has 8 beds and doesn't feel like a hospital. Clients must be over the age of 18 to be admitted to CSU. People can call Centerstone's crisis service line at 1-855-608-3560 to find out more, or you can talk to your provider about getting a referral or visit recoverwithus.org. That's recoverwithus.org. And if you or someone you know is struggling or in a crisis, help is available. Call 988 or text 988 to receive help. Also, you can chat 988lifeline.org if that's your preferred method. Let's take a look at weather. The time's 9:19 on this first day of April. Interesting news story earlier on. Today, cloudy and warm, a couple of afternoon showers, and a heavy thunderstorm. Those storms can bring flooding downpours. They're predicting hail, damaging wind gust, and even an isolated tornado tonight. Cloudy and mild with a couple of showers and thunderstorms. It's a complete copy and paste job because, folks, I don't think anyone knows when the storms are hitting today. They're projecting in the afternoon, so if you have any outdoor practices, just be mindful of that. I know high schools are off with the spring break, but just so you are aware that there is a major chance of some pretty damaging storms. And who knows if they'll happen? We just like to keep you updated on the possibility. Temperatures reached 75 degrees today. They dropped down to 60 overnight. A 95% chance that we better bring out the towboat and get down the road. We're getting some rain today. On Tuesday, a high of 60. That was funny. A low of 39. And a 70% chance of another round of thunderstorms. On Wednesday, an 81% chance of rain, and it is going to be cold on Wednesday. A high of just 46 degrees, a low of just 36 degrees. On Thursday, a high of 49, a low of 34. And then on Friday, the 5th of April, a high of 57, a low of 33. But right now, as it sits at 9:20, it's 62 degrees. It feels like 63 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, you give this phone number a ring, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He is your local State Farm agent. And before I take a quick break and send you off to Skycam, RP Lumber is having a major sale for April. And I mean major because I don't know if they're kind of crystal balling this, but the sun's out. I saw so many people in their yards the other day, and I know I was out there cutting grass, getting weeds pulled this weekend. I did more work, I think, than I ever expected to do, and even cut my grandpa's tree line back. They know that we're working, and they want to help us help ourselves. 10% off all in-garden hoses, 15% off all in-stock Traeger wood pellet grills. Those are nice. Have you seen those? Whew. Man, they smoke up pretty well. And then $15.99 for that 64-ounce bottle of ready-to-spray hose end weed killer. I mean, that stuff's wonderful. And then save $10 on Boley yard tools, which is another great savings. $139 on a sup pump. You got to get those done too. You're going to save 10 there. $60.99. That's $60.99 for 100 foot of yellow extension cord. I might get 2 of those. Save $7. Or hey, you're getting ready to paint your walls? Stop on in. This is really cool. Smart flow trigger operated power roller. Oh boy, my boy, just $25. And get that all-in garden hoses? Well, get a hose reel cart to boot with it. One of those nice metal ones that really lasts, not that cheap plastic one that breaks apart after 2 uses, and then you have to sit there and curse yourself because you're grabbing on a little piece of plastic to turn. You know what I'm saying. $69.99. You're saving $60 on this. Yes, please. Thank you, RP Lumber. Hot buys while supplies last. No rain checks. You got to go in. You got to get it. It's their April sale, and they need you to be there at RP Lumber. For more information, just click on the Riverbender wallpaper or head on over to RPLumber.com. RPLumber.com. You have 30 days to get all of these major savings, and there's even more to boot on top of that. That's RPLumber.com. Hey, let's take a look at downtown Alton. Let's see how Skycam's looking out there today. You know, I always love just, taking a quick peek at downtown Alton and seeing the cars coming in and out of the 618, and just really cool to see the Clark Bridge, the rays of the sun coming down. Man, that's a beautiful picture, especially after Easter Sunday and all the reflection that we did that came with it. Oh, man. It's 9:23. We'll take a quick break, and we'll send you off to downtown Alton. We'll come back more after this.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got Joey.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
We walk the line and try to see, falling behind.
926, welcome back. Do you like the new spring returns? I did some stuff this weekend. I was still moving. I just don't tell the boss. You know, I got to ask you something, okay? If you're watching on Roku TV, if you're watching on RiverBender.com, where normally all of you watch, man, we get some people watching live now. I got a question. The ones that work like the 8-hour days, or you'd have a bunch of work to do, maybe you work a salary job. I just got a question for you before I play this interview. Do you tell your boss or your coworkers all the other stuff? Like, so a lot of times I'll come in on the weekend and I'll, sit around the computer for an hour or two, and I don't really clock it in. I don't really do. It's just kind of something I feel like I need to do, and I don't know if you guys do that. Maybe I just need to start. I don't know. I'm kind of asking for me here out loud because, quite frankly, I don't know if I should be reporting that or not. So let me know what your thoughts are. Comment them in, text me, and let me know, because I just feel like it's stuff that I should be doing anyway, so I don't really say anything about it. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you that coming up real quick is going to be Alton Little Theater's open house. And this is a big deal. Alton Little Theater is celebrating their 91st season. They just are finishing up the 90th. The 91st is getting ready to kick off in April. But there's so many things to do seriously all spring and summer long. The first big one is going to be the open house where you can register your little ones for those youth acting classes over the summer. They sold out in like a week. It's huge. You got to get in there early, April the 28th, and make sure you get your little one signed up. But it starts with their Extra Entertainment series. We're talking Disney Tribute, May 31st through June the 9th. Oliver is on August the 2nd through the 11th. Rocky Horror Musical. The musical is October 25th through November the 3rd. The Best of the Best Broadway concerts, November 23rd and 24th. Plus, those youth acting classes held for 2 weeks, Monday through Friday, July the 8th through the 19th in downtown Alton at Randy Manning Studio. Plus, so much more. Making God Laugh, A Christmas Carol, The X's, the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, Women of a Certain Age, the Actors Studio Series with Front Porch, Lincoln's Widow, so much more. What else do I need to say? Get your season tickets now at altonlittletheater.org. That's altonlittletheater.org. And over last week, we had the opportunity to meet Jonas Cathy, who I met for the first time on this show, and again, talk with Kristen Burns. They're doing some great stuff in Woods River, and let's start our week off with that. We want to make sure that we replay. This is really pertinent to the community. Woods River Business Alliance, What's Up Downtown was just happening last Thursday. We got a preview of that, but this is really good information for all of you to realize and learn what Wood River's got cooking.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Go. 10:34. This has been a great Wednesday. You know, first of all, I just got to say before we start the segment off, guys, I thought it was Thursday when I woke up, and I was pretty depressed by about 8 o'clock. I'm not going to lie. I thought, oh, my goodness, we got 2 more days. But then whenever you get brought some great treats, some great Rachel & Co. coffee and refreshers and iced coffee, man, life's good. How are we all doing today?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Jonas, man, nice to meet you. What a welcome.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
So there's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. Where do we start, Kristen? The floor is yours, Senator.
Oh, my gosh.
Soon to be mayor, right?
Man, no. Let's not throw any of that stuff out there. No. Yikes. No, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Right, exactly.
So Woods River Business Alliance, this kind of came just in a hurry. We talked about it coming, but in the last couple of months, it just seems like everything really clicked, stuck together, and here we are going forward.
Yeah, you know, we've been really pushing this. So we were Wood River Economic Development, and then we really wanted to change our name to reflect what we were really doing, because we're not just there. I mean, yes, we're there to develop and we're there for economic growth and that kind of stuff, but we're really there for the businesses that are already there too. There's so many opportunities that we can offer, and it's
just so
it has been a whirlwind, but it has been exciting and fun, and seeing more and more growth, and it's just outstanding.
Well, the atmosphere in the community has been just amazing lately. You know, it seems like everyone is really on the same page with this, or at least close to on the same page with this. And that's what I think. It's just the conversations in the community keep getting more positive and more positive. I mean, there's a whole whirlwind that's taken over in the Wood River Business Alliance. And that's what I think is so cool, is the outlook you're giving to other communities that, hey, we're getting there and it's coming quick.
And, you know, that's what we're trying to do. We want to be the catalyst for growth. And, you know, we are centered right in the middle.
Yep.
So we've got Edwardsville on one side, Alton on one side. We are literally in the middle. So let's, you know, blow up and make us freaking awesome.
Right.
And then everybody else is awesome too. And it's just a huge, great thing for the Riverbend.
Well, and Jonas, I got to ask you your thoughts on this too. I mean, you guys are located in such a great spot because you're on that major thoroughfare. I mean, you're right there where you can be in a prime spot for so many that are either coming from Edwardsville or taking the 5-minute, road trip from Alton. You're literally in prime real estate for a lot of things to happen.
Absolutely. And the passion that Kristen is down there just giving freely to the city is amazing. I mean, it creates that fire in you, and it's not. I'm not one per se to get involved with situations like this, but she really has came together to develop not just an idea and spit this idea across, but develop the excitement. So I had to jump in, and with me being a small business down there as well, it's beneficial for everybody. And now I can utilize my expertise in business to help new businesses coming in with what I can help with, and she's wanting everybody across the board, from general people in the community to be a part of this, all the way up to big corporate business.
Well, and you need everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Absolutely.
truly need everyone to have some type of experience, some type of nuance and knowledge to bring to the table, and just that voice, because, Wood River, just like every other town in this Riverbend region, is made up of blue-collar, white-collar workers, community leaders, advocates, so many folks. And by the way, I got to ask you, Jonas, what was this again?
So that is just it's a croissant style cookie dipped in honey, and it's a French treat. And
this
it's delightful.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Thank you.
I should not have started this process because I started with the Twix iced coffee, which is just to die for. And I'm not even a coffee guy. I love it. 100% I'm in.
That's great.
This is amazing. 100%.
That's great.
And now, at Rachel & Co., how are you guys open currently right now? What are the hours so we can stop in from Alton and make sure we're showing some Alton love to Wood
So
River?
absolutely. So we're open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. But a little birdie told me that we're going to launch some PM hours. So that's in the works. So we've got a couple of projects where we're going to expand, and the expansion is going to happen. It's going to happen fast, and we're going to be relatively priced for the community, not overpriced coffee. So we're going to keep that business model because we're doing well. We're doing well.
You hit on something earlier, Jonas, I think so important. Right away, being a small business owner in the area, to have everyone on a team, I think, is so important. And just in this a short period of time with this, have you already seen a lot of folks really starting to benefit just by having some networking conversation or just conversations in general?
So especially with me being a coffee shop, a local coffee shop, absolutely. So I like to say, well, I make the joke that we're ground zero for development because we're caffeinating it. So I said, it's crazy. I brought an espresso machine into Wood River, and we expedited growth by 60% right out the gate. I was like, it's got nothing to do with the espresso, wink, wink. But we're giving people a place to come of all creeds, all facets of life, to come and have conversation. And with that platform comes change, and it just gives her a place to come until we can kind of centralize a place, and we're doing that.
Can I say something? I never put my opinion out there because I always get kind of lambasted by the text line. Yeah. But what I think is really cool about the way you guys are doing it, and it's different than any other community, you're making those changes, but not forgetting the tradition of Wood River and the people and the folks that already built it up. Yeah. And that's what I think is important to note, because so many towns across the small town America are finding those nuances and changing, but they're losing some of their hometown, their home roots because of it. And some folks get a little frustrated. But in Wood River, you're remembering those values, those traditions, and uplifting them and promoting them while you're doing this new stuff. And it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, we've talked many times. Yeah. And I've always said, I want this to be a hometown for everybody. And there's so many people that it is their hometown, and they want to see it grow. They want to see it flourish, but they also don't want to lose what they had before. Yeah. So it's the perfect mix, and just, it's great. I'm so excited. We have
me too.
I am just blown away by the support and just everything that we're doing. We have, gone to apply to be a Main Street organization, which is huge.
Yes, it is.
We're hoping to hear very, very soon about that. And, even if we don't get Main Street, we're still going to use the same techniques that they use now.
Right.
Yeah.
We are already a member of National Main Street. So it gives us the opportunity to have those educational opportunities for entrepreneurs and for people that already have businesses. Like you need, if someone has had a business for 40 years and doesn't know anything about social media, we can have educational opportunities for these people to just grow their market just with social media.
Well, and it's so huge too because, and this comes from somebody who's had a family operate a small business for 50 years and rigged and sewer service longer than that now. Yeah. When you're a blue collar, service industry and you're going and working, 12, 13 hours a day for 40 years, it's hard to find time to learn, and who do you trust?
Right.
With this business alliance, that when you go, you're getting valued information and you're being a part of something that's going to help you while you're still actively working and not stopping the train to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's so many different ways to be involved. And I'm a big volunteer person.
That's very true.
For a very long time. But it's very inexpensive to become a partner with us. If you're a business, it costs you $100 to become a partner.
Oh, come on.
And then that gives you access to funding options. It gives you access to exactly.
Okay.
For just different partnership, for networking, for educational opportunities. It gives you all of those things, and we help promote you. It's a win-win, really.
And it's a promotion in a healthy way too, because whenever all those residents, not only in Wood River but in surrounding communities, they look towards a business alliance or a Main Street type of organization that promotes, because we know in our minds we can trust that. We know that those are vetted and verified. We know those are people that live and love local, and to have be a part of the umbrella, that's a huge incentive for any business owner. And Jonas, let me ask you this. Whenever you decided on Wood River, what was the choice? Why was the decision made for Wood River at your current location?
Yeah, we looked at a lot of different places. And I got to be honest, the first place I started looking was like the Highland area. Highland, Troy, I do a ton of business out that way. And me and Rachel are true 100% from Wood River. We both went to Wood River. We from East Alton Middle to Wood River High School we played sports. We fell in love there. We had kids there. We started a family there. It's where we're from. And it's one thing that if I'm going to, now that I'm blessed enough to be able to start investing, why not my hometown? Why not where I see people like Kristen and Chief and everybody that's in town trying to put in the work? Why not? Why not that be the place? Yeah. And so we've laid our roots in Wood River, so that's where we're going to invest. That's where our kids are growing. We have 5 of them coming up, and we want them to be business owners there as well. So now it gives us a chance to teach them how to be entrepreneurs and businesswomen, and how to grow within the community, and how important it is to give back.
Yes.
So it's just the model we're doing, and it's who we are, and it's where we're going to stay.
Well, and I hope that this leads to, more and more, I call it a revolution, because if you watch the Main Streets and business alliances or those type of organizations, what they're creating is this aurora of, hey, that Jeff Bezos and Amazon ain't going to support your park and rec team. They aren't going to sit there and support your car wash fundraiser. They aren't going to answer your email or even know you sent one. Mm-hmm. But Jim's, insurance agency is going to. And that's why I think these are so important, because there's so many things that small businesses like Rachel & Co. and so many other small businesses like the Sports Barn offer that conglomerates offer, but you have it at your disposal by supporting local and still doing it. And that's why I think it's really creating this, revolution of getting back to small local businesses that live and love the community. And I really see it happening.
And Business Alliances specifically is now, it's going to be our mission to close that gap between the businesses and the community. Mm-hmm. And we'll close that gap in a way of making it painless. And that's the model that we're going to build on, and that's what we're going to do. Education, funding, events. We're going to close that full gap, and we're going to make it turnkey. So there is no reason for no growth. Yep. We are going to be the growth.
Well, do you have a moment to stick around? Do both of you do?
Absolutely.
Well, let me pay one last bill. We're talking to one of the women of distinction of the year, and Jonas Cathy, right here on our daily show. We'll talk more about the Wood River Business Alliance and all the great things happening right after this quick one. Get over here in downtown Alton.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good. You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
DJ Mike Keith.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 10:49, little bit of change on this Wednesday morning in the heart of the 618. That's the Riverbend region. That's the heart of. Hey, what's up downtown? Wood River edition.
Yes.
Kristen, fill me in.
So we've been doing these for about a year, and this is just a super casual way for businesses and residents to meet, to find out what's going on, for other businesses to meet other business owners, so that we can all network together and just show what's happening downtown. We have tons of growth happening downtown, which is very exciting. We have new businesses coming in. We have old businesses that are doing amazing things, and we want to make sure that we're highlighting all of that. We want our residents and people that are outside Wood River.
Exactly.
We want them to know how many cool things are happening in our downtown. You know, a lot of people drive right by our downtown because 143 is behind us. So we're really trying to make sure that people realize, hey, you need to turn here so that you can go to Cleary's, or you can stop by Rachel's, or you can stop by the Burger Bar or the fish store.
How is the Burger Bar doing? I've heard some good things about them as well.
They are doing.
It's pretty much.
Yes, they are
volume.
doing very well. Yes, they are doing very well.
So can folks outside of Wood River that maybe aren't community stakeholders but want to learn more, if they have a business in Alton and East Alton, they can stop by too?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Literally, it's the businesses come up, they're like, hey, this is what we're doing, or this is how we're going, and people find out. I mean, it's super simple, super casual, and that's how I like to keep it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be something stuffy that everybody's like a robot. I want it to be real.
Yeah. Well, especially because you're business owners and you're working a full day's work, and then you go to a meeting, having that laid back atmosphere makes it easier to talk about all the good stuff.
It absolutely does. And it's growing. It's not growing just in one certain section either. It's all the way down. It's from one end of Ferguson all the way down, and then throughout the city. So it's starting to branch out throughout the city. So, I mean, we've got from Rustic Roots all the way down to Bill and Joe's. We've got growth happening. I mean, you've got some amazing businesses in between. Downtown Delights, you got us, you got Dr. Carr down there. I mean, things are just going so fast now. I don't even know how to explain it.
It's literally crazy. I just like, I told him the other day, I can't help but smile. Yeah. And there was a little bit of time that it was like, I was like, I had my not very nice face on all the time because it was just so draining. Yeah. But now we've got momentum, we've got things going. And, you know, we don't have just the businesses. We have new residential development happening, too. We have new townhouses that are coming in. We have new single-family homes that are coming in. Like,
and that
the
was,
Business
that
Alliance
was
is doing
needed.
that.
Yes.
We are helping be the catalyst for growth everywhere.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and you're doing it on your own. I mean, that's the biggest part of it, too. I mean, it's, and I'm not taking any shot at anybody, but whenever you can truly say, this is our baby, and that's truly what it is. I mean, yeah, you can go get grant funding and all that, and you're eventually going to, I assume.
Absolutely.
But for right now, to kick it, I mean, you aren't. It's just the coolest thing to see. This is hard work and elbow grease that's getting this moving forward.
And, you know, we have killer support from the city. We have, you know, the city manager, the mayor. We have Chief Wells he's like, I can't even say.
I know
he's amazing.
I mean, he has one speed and
he's just
it's
amazing.
fast.
It's pretty amazing. You know, I was even telling him one time, he said, time to put on the badge, put on a tie, you'd be a billionaire. You know, like he's wonderful. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a great all around person. Just he's a good guy. And what he does is it's all real movement. It's all positive movement. Yeah. So, but the city is another aspect. For the majority of the city, you couldn't do what we do without their approval and their appreciation and their help. Yeah. And so everybody's coming together in a full circle, and it's great. It's amazing.
And you hit it on the head. It's every aspect of the city. Yeah. It's not just one sector of it.
No.
It's law enforcement to first responders to stakeholders to business owners to volunteers and just residents and the government agencies. Yeah. I mean, it's a total package.
Yeah, it is.
And what time is the What's Up Downtown? What date is it? Just so we can get that out.
So it's at 6:30, and it's at the Wood River Library from 6:30 to 8, and it's upstairs, and just come in and... it's sometimes a standing room only situation, so I would probably come a little bit early because people want to know. People want to know what's happening.
And that's this Thursday, correct? Yep. This Thursday at 6:30 p.m.?
6:30.
Man, I'm on fire, and I haven't even slept today, or yesterday. That's good.
You're welcome.
That's right. Well, and Jonas, whenever you first were hearing about this, whenever you were having those conversations, what was your initial thought about where this could go? Is it exactly what you thought of when you first had this conversation, or is it doing even more than you could have even predicted?
Oh, it's already surpassed anything I thought in my mind, in the speed in which it's picking up steam, and it is moving forward. It's definitely going a lot faster than I thought, but it's amazing. It's amazing to see. I think we can go faster. I think we can do bigger and better. Like I don't think
really
this
tired
is stop. I think we can do more.
Kick that sucker in the third gear.
And again, just like she said though, it's about also too giving that new age social media aspect to that 40-year-old veteran that's been in the city.
Right.
But that 40-year-old veteran, imagine the knowledge he has that he can pass off to that young guy coming in that knows nothing about business.
Right.
So we're trying to take the fear out of starting the business.
Well, and that's what I love too, because you hit it right on the head on that one too, because 40-year, I mean, the veteran, the 40-year, 30-year, 20-year business owner is going to know how to take care of customers and issues. And hey, I just had someone call and they're kind of unhappy about this. Have you ever had that? Well, yeah, I did. Hey, how do I create a Facebook post? That's the in return question. Yeah. It's that networking that ties in generations to where you're all on the same page and there's no gaps, there's no, kind of rifts being created. It's just a team. It's just a gelling team.
Yep.
That's it, and all positive as well.
Yeah.
Yep. All positive. So we're generating social media networks to keep these guys connected electronically. So we understand how busy people are. So we're trying to think of everything that we can to close gaps and to keep the method going.
Right.
But Kristen she's the founder of this thing. She's done a wonderful job. And it's the least I can do as a citizen and a business owner coming in is to do my part and my due diligence.
It takes a lot for me to put an energy drink away from me, by the way. This is just incredible. I can't even drink that. I was like, that's just chemicals over there.
Great.
This is amazing. Kristen, you've been working on this for a while.
I have.
I remember talking to you last year, and this was something that you had already started planning and talking about. to really be in this point now where things are moving, and it's moving fast, but it's not at warp speed yet, which I'm sure it will get to eventually, and it's going to be a day where you're going to go, oh my God, it's been 3 months and I thought it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How do you feel though about this? Because you did it in the right way. It wasn't abrasive. It was bringing everyone together in this positive, on the same page experience. You got to feel amazing about this right now. Tired, I'm sure, but amazing.
Yes, tired, yes. But yeah, it's kind of humbling that there have been so many people that have looked to me to help and given me the opportunity to do it. I'm overwhelmed. And you said women of distinction, and that one caught me off guard because I was like, oh man. But yeah, I've worked for the city as a consultant for PR and marketing, and it's time for me to move to just this. Yeah. So my board actually just voted to make me the executive director of Business Alliance.
Good call.
So
agreed.
So in the coming month or so, we'll be transitioning to that, and I'll be transitioning out of just working for the city and still working for the city, just in a different way. It's
incredible. Anyone that's seen you work, Kristen, should be excited as a business owner, knowing that they're going to have you as an advocate and a cheerleader and a leader. I mean, all of those components you do really just better than anybody around. And I think, just from Jonas, to hear that, you got to be excited too, knowing this is the future.
I am super excited, and the team that the Business Alliance is building is going to be second to none. Yeah, it is going to be a diverse bunch of professionals from bottom to top that is going to be able to handle problems and find the funding for us to be able to be self-sufficient. Yeah. So it's going to be wonderful.
Absolutely. I do want to talk about the summer kickoff here in a second, but I am running out of time, and I do have to pay one last quick about commercial break, but I do want to fill you in on Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. Denise Sparks, I love a woman-owned business, and she told me 2 years ago, she said, I'm taking on the big guy, CJ. Everyone's unhappy. My trash hasn't been picked up in 3 weeks. Ooh. True story.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. It took me 4 months to get a trash can to my home, and I called every week. Denise Sparks heard so many of those calls and said, that's it, I'm starting it. I'm going to get purple and yellow trash cans, and man, those things are mating like bunny rabbits. They're all over. They're just all over. And it's because it goes back to that old school business mentality. When you call Sparks Junk Removal, guess who you get? Sparks Junk Removal.
That's right.
You don't get a reference number. You don't get a, hey, we'll call you back on Monday. You get someone in your community that lives and loves local, and they'll be there for you. SparksJunkRemoval.net today. All right, let's talk about the kickoff party real quick. Do we have a date set?
May 18th.
Wow. Okay.
So I thought she was going to say tomorrow. So
I did too. I was kind of nervous. I'm
feeling a little better about this now.
So May the 18th, detail this.
So May 18th. So we do it right after the police 5K. That is the week that's police week. So we're doing the 5K right after that. I always help with that because, police stuff. So I help do the 5K, and then we are just putting on a party. We are changing things up a little bit. We are going to be doing a barbecue kickoff.
Oh,
yeah. Cash prizes like barbecue cook-off.
Wait, so there's folks making their own barbecue cook.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love this. Okay, I've seen this is really cool.
Yes.
Waterloo does something a little bit not similar, but has the same concept, and man, they come out of the woodwork to compete.
Yeah. So we are really excited. Mean Street Tattoo stepped up, and they're going to be doing the cash prizes. So we are so happy to have them on board with us. We'll have vendors. We'll have the Foamsies truck. We'll have kids stuff.
Yeah, so a bunch of events, and it's again centralized in downtown Wood River area, so everybody can come and see the amazing things that are happening and the positivity that's just in the streets. And the hustle and bustle, it's amazing.
Well, and to have this, and that's what I love too. It's not the same event repeated every year. It's always new. There's always a nuance to it, and this is exciting. Do we know what time this is going to kick off?
So the 5K is at 1, so ours will be directly after. So I'm thinking 2:30ish. When you start really hearing the music, you'll know what's going on. And then when you really start to smell that barbecue, you'll really know it's happening. So, and when we do events like this, we are not only putting these on for all of the residents
Right.
and anybody, and for people to come in and visit. But we're also giving these vendors opportunities to be like, ooh,
you're right.
You know, I think I might want to
100%.
stay in downtown. Ooh, I think I could do a brick and mortar down here. That gives us the opportunity to network with these people that may be doing it out of their house or out of a food truck or something like that, giving them the opportunity to see our growing downtown and want to grow with us.
I'll add on to that too, because I've talked to a lot of vendors and food trucks and just in general vendors, and they've said it. It's so hard to find an event that's, you know, that's big enough to really support the bottom line, number one, but also where it's not overwhelming with vendors, because some of those big events, there's 8,000 vendors,
Absolutely.
so they get passed over. But to be in this to where it's a perfect setup, a nice layout, a big crowd, that could help be the tone for a successful summer or even a successful year for that vendor.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, the business alliance, that's another thing we do. So we could take a food truck, teach them how to niche, a product or niche a service, and be the shining star within that realm of sea of people. So
100%.
So it's just another facet of something that we can offer businesses and startup businesses. So like with my food, I am the event trailer as well, the food truck as well. So we're booked for the year. It's crazy. So it's all about that marketing. It's all about marketing foothold or that niche area in the market that you can utilize, and it's information we have. So we're here to help.
And, we had our holiday traditions event in November.
That was really cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. We had 3 vendors that reached out to me about 3 weeks after that, wanting a brick and mortar downtown. So we are literally in the process of working on business plans for them and getting them figured out with funding and banking and all of that stuff, so that we can move them right in. That is exactly what we're doing.
That is just incredible.
Yeah, and they're local. These are all local people.
And they don't have to go to 2 or 3 different organizations to get it all put together. They can do it with
one-stop shop with us.
And that's the Wood River Business Alliance. Once again, what time is What's Up Downtown Wood River Edition?
6:30 at the library downtown.
And it's on the 2nd floor, correct?
It is. Yep.
Perfect. At 11:03, we're a little over time today, but when we have great company, we always like to promote the good things in Wood River. Chris and I know that you'll be back on in the meantime to fill us in on more fun happening in the summer and everything else that you guys are working on. But on that note, I'll see you back here for your guys this Friday. It's still my Thursday because I got to work Good Friday, but that's okay. Jonas, you got to work Good Friday too?
I work every day.
Oh, there we go. Kristen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, we're working, so we're here too. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, but most importantly, as always, just, try your best to stay out of jail.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
.03, welcome back. Top of the hour news on this first day of April. Man, February and March kind of flew by, but they were long months. It was like a weird hybrid. Make sure you download those RiverBender apps so you can stay up to date on breaking news alerts, folks. We have 70,000 plus each and every day that get our email known as Around the River Bend, where you get your daily dose of local news, local sports, plus with our partnership with the Associated Press, statewide and national news, all at the touch of a button. And that's why I really encourage you to download the app so you have all of that and then a little bit more whenever you download the RiverBender app on your smartphone and download the RiverBender app on your Roku TV if you haven't already. 40,000 Roku TV downloads. We're doing some good stuff here in the 618. We'll take you to Edwardsville first. A man from Maryville charged with pointing a loaded gun at two people joined separate cases of 3 individuals facing felonies for committing battery against police officers, according to Madison County court documents. Here's what we know. Jason Howard, 41, of Maryville, was charged with aggravated unlawful use of weapons and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Howard allegedly pointed a loaded firearm at 2 individuals on March the 8th. According to a petition to deny his pretrial release, Bethalto police officers responded to a report of a disturbance and were told by victims upon arrival that Howard, quote, retrieved a firearm and pointed said firearm at 2 individuals during the course of the disturbance, end quote. Howard was later detained and found to have a firearm in his possession, specifically an uncased and loaded Beretta M9 semi-automatic pistol. He had no FOID card or concealed carry license at the time of the offense. Bethalto Police Department presented the case against Howard, in which he faces a Class 4 felony for the unlawful use of weapons charge and 2 Class A misdemeanors for both aggravated assault charges. Court documents indicate he was remanded to be held in jail until his initial appearance in court. Audrey R. Brown, 36, at Collinsville, charged with 1 count each of aggravated battery and domestic battery. On February the 15th, Brown allegedly committed domestic battery against a family or household member after she, quote, slapped the victim about the face and head. According to court documents, she also reportedly struck an officer in the shoulder with her hand, resulting in that battery charge. Brown faces a Class 2 felony for the battery charge and a Class A misdemeanor for the domestic battery charge. Her case was presented by the Glen Carbon Police Department and was released upon her signature of conditions, a pretrial release order. Also in the news today, Sydney Sinks reporting out of Alton that the Sports Tap will host a fundraiser for the overnight warming location, otherwise known as AL, on April the 6th. Here's what we know. From 5 to 9 p.m., attendees can enjoy a chicken dinner, music by Porch Cafe, a silent auction, and more at Sports Tap, located at 3812 College Avenue in Alton. Tickets are $30 per ticket, and all proceeds will go towards the AL, an organization that provides shelter and unhoused community members with temperatures dropping below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Tyler Dreeth said the event was organized by a community member who wanted to sponsor a fundraiser on the AL's behalf. The AL recently created a development team to write grants and organize fundraising efforts, and Dreeth is excited to watch the organization grow as itself. Tyler also added the organization is a little nervous and a little hopeful about the possibility of the Salvation Army's Hope House, the 48-bed shelter that might be coming to Alton, but news reports have said that that's been put on a hiatus. Dreeth noted that Al is always looking for people to help, whether through donating or volunteering. He hopes to see many people on April the 6th fundraiser so they can continue to raise money for the next season's AL operation costs. Tickets will be available at the door, and you can purchase them online. For more information, you can visit the AL's official Facebook page to learn more about this wonderful organization. That, once again, is April the 6th from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the Alton Sports Tap with music from Porch Cafe. On Friday, the city of Alton came to a standstill to watch the coverage, but we do have a brief follow-up. Out of Alton, Alton Police Chief Jarrett Ford released more information on Friday night about the search that did occur during the morning on Broadway. On March the 29th at approximately 9:30 in the morning, members of the Alton Police Department, assisted by several law enforcement agencies, executed a court-authorized search warrant at several properties in the 1100th block of East Broadway in Alton. At this time, Studio 420, a business located at 1104 East Broadway, as well as the Liquid Courage Liquor Store, a business located at 1110 East Broadway, are closed until further notice. The investigation is ongoing, and any further information will come at a later date. RiverBender.com has been staying up to date on the latest regarding this news story, and will be bringing you it once we hear it from the officials. It's 10:09. Let's take a look at weather. 67 degrees. It feels like 69 out there today. Cloudy and warm. A couple of afternoon showers and a heavy thunderstorm. Storms can bring flooding downpours, hail, damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado. Tonight, cloudy and mild with another round of showers and thunderstorms. Again, these storms can bring downpours, hail, damaging wind gust, and an isolated tornado. So stay tuned to RiverBender.com/weather as we keep carrying that information throughout the day, because, folks, it's going to go up, down, sideways, left, and right the way that our radar's looking. 92% chance that those storms are coming in today. Temperatures will reach 75 degrees today, drop down to 60 overnight on Tuesday. A high of 60 degrees, a low of 39 degrees. 70% chance we're getting another round of thunderstorms. On Wednesday, a high of just 45 degrees, a low of 35. Oh, yuck. An 82% chance of rain on Wednesday. On Thursday, no rain in the forecast, a high of just 49 and a low of 34 degrees. On Friday, we warm up, kind of, a high of 57, but a low of 33 degrees. Before I take a quick break, let me fill you in on Ethan Holmes, Home Outdoor Services. Man, that guy knows how to work. We just had his son on, Jace, on Friday, and I thought it was so cool to see Jace and his dad doing jobs together, reminding us of those old, Americana days where we had those mom and pop small services and businesses and the families work together. That's coming back to life with Homes Outdoor Service. Right now, on any landscaping and hardscaping job, Ethan said it on the show. He said, if you call my number at 618-670-9843, that's 618-670-9843, you are going to get 15% off your total landscaping and hardscaping job when you use Homes Outdoor Service. Give them a call today, and don't forget to tell them that CJ sent you his way. 618-670-9843.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, It took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry.
Talk to me, Dream Team.
We've got Joey.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
Welcome back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ.
Welcome back. Monday morning. It's April Fool's Day. Do you get any good April Fool's jokes, Blakely? Did I say that right? I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Did I say it right, Blakely? Good.
Yeah.
We have some royalty in the studio today. We have Little Miss Jersey County and Miss Jersey County. Blakely Green's Little Miss Jersey County. Kyndal Price, how are we doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, we're hanging in there. Tiffany, how are you?
I'm great.
How was everyone's Easter?
Fantastic.
Hang out
Super
with your
good.
family, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fill me in. Miss Jersey County Fair Queen competition's a big, big deal.
Yes.
And just kind of the 2 years I've been here, just seeing all the press releases and all the social media buzz about it, it's got to be fun and exciting when this time of the year rolls around and the calendar starts to shape up. How are we feeling?
Very good. I'm super excited. It's bittersweet, but I am really excited to get this fair season going.
Mm-hmm. And take me through the bittersweet portion of how you're feeling about this.
Well, I really don't want to give up my crown because it's been so much fun. We've had a blast this year, but I'm also super excited to go visit other county fairs as well.
Mm-hmm. And so is that what the next step is after this fair cycle is over? You go down the road and visit more county fairs too?
Yep.
Wow. That's a busy schedule.
It is.
So
yep.
That's what I've always been fascinated with is just how the schedule looks after you would win a competition. What does your year look like?
Oh, super, super busy. We go to absolutely everything that we can attend. We've probably had, maybe 3 weekends off in the entire year so far.
Seriously?
So, yeah, we like to stay super busy. Yep.
Well, and take me through the sights and sounds of traveling and getting to meet all those folks, because that is a great experience, too, as long with the tired that comes with it. The folks that you get to meet, I'm sure, really brighten the day up and keep you moving.
Yes, absolutely. It's totally amazing just getting able to represent Jersey County, but also getting to meet everybody as well. You know, you have little kids come up to you, and it's just absolutely amazing.
And Blakely, how's it been being Little Miss Jersey County? Have you had some good times being it? Yeah. And what's your favorite part of being Little Miss Jersey County?
And eat candy.
She likes to go to pageants and eat candy. I love it. Well, and how does the competition work? How does it? What's the layout and the format look like for individuals that want to try it out this year and be crowned Miss Jersey County?
Yeah, so it usually starts off with a dance routine. It usually starts off with the littles and then goes to the Miss contestants. And then right after that, we start with Little Miss questions on stage. So they'll do their walk and answer a couple of questions. And then it usually alternates with a few Miss contestants in between them. And we say a minute-long speech about whatever we would like to. And then after that, Little Miss get crowned. And then Miss contestants do their final walk-in questions. And then, yeah. And then we have an interview earlier that morning.
Really cool. And now, what's the preparation look like that for you on your end? Because that's a lot to prepare for.
It is, yeah. So for me, it was a lot of preparation. I was very shy, very chill, easygoing girl. So being able to, just fly off the seat was really difficult for me at first, but my mom was actually Miss Jersey County in 1995. So she helped me out a lot with that. One thing we would do is go on walks, and she would be like, Kyndal, what's your favorite color and why? And I just have to think about it and do it. And that's honestly probably the best thing that I did for myself. And then I also went out there on my own individual time and did like the pageant walks, and my mom would help me with my speech as well.
I got to ask you, what was it like when you were crowned Miss Jersey County with your
gosh.
mom? That's got to be a really cool feeling.
There's a good video out
there.
there.
That's super cool.
Yes, like the video, she's like up and cheering, and the phone's not even like showing me getting crowned at all. It's so awesome. It was the best feeling in the entire world. And then I knew Blakely previously before getting crowned, so like right before we got on stage to do it, we both touched our like matching necklaces that we had together, and we're like, this is our good luck, like we're gonna do so good. And then I heard her get crowned, and then there's also a video from her point of view of seeing me get crowned, and she's just cheering and clapping. So it's the best feeling in the entire world doing it with my favorite little girl.
That's just so cool. And Blakely, how did you prepare for the competition? Did you do anything to get ready for this?
My sister made me smile for 5 minutes every single night.
She would. Yeah.
Your sister made you smile for 5 minutes every night. Did it make you smile more? Yeah. Now, see, I need to start doing that because I'm walking around with some rusting face that I can't say on the show right now. But I got to work on that.
Yep.
And I got a question for you. Did it make you happier when you started smiling more?
Yeah.
That I was curious about that too, because I've heard if you start smiling more, your overall mood does actually change.
Yep, it is contagious, that's for sure.
And I got to ask you, Blakely, what was your favorite stop along the year? What was your favorite place to go?
Do you have a favorite place that we've been to so far?
Green County.
Green County?
Green County? We haven't been to Green County's thing yet.
Oh, not yet. That's coming.
Macoupin County.
We haven't been to Macoupin.
Did you like on a state to see Kyndal?
Yeah.
State was really fun too.
Well, see, what I think's fascinating just in that is that shows you how many places you've gone. No, Macoupin, no, great, no, we haven't gone there yet. We're getting ready to go.
Yes.
So whenever the next competition starts gearing up, how long do folks have to kind of prepare for that to see if this is what they want to be interested in, what do they want to, put themselves in? When does the registration close up?
Applications are live right now.
Okay.
Little Miss is actually full already. It took about 5 days, and we had our 16 contestants. So, that's full, but Miss is still open, and it'll be open until May 1st.
May 1st?
We actually have Kyndal and I are going to hold an informational meeting for any girls that are interested next Tuesday at 5 at the high school in Jerseyville. So.
Really cool. So 5 at the Jerseyville High School for the Miss Jersey County informational meeting. What are the age requirements for Miss Jersey?
They have to be 16 and they can't turn 22 before January of next year.
Makes sense. Okay. That's really cool. And now what's going to be discussed in the meeting?
A little bit of everything. I kind of want to talk about my reign so far, what I did to prepare for Miss Jersey County, what all it kind of includes, if they have any questions, like even just like asking about what dresses to wear or what events they need to attend. So kind of just a little bit of everything so that they kind of see what it entails to be queen.
That's really cool. And what's your favorite part about all of this? And I know that's a kind of a gotcha question in a way, but and it's a catch-all question. But for you, there's so many ins and outs and components being Miss Jersey County.
Absolutely.
And is it the technical side of things? Is it the day-to-day side of things for you, or is it the overall interaction? That's kind of what I'm curious to know.
For me, it's the overall interaction. Just because I used to be super introverted and didn't really want to, go out, but this really brought me out of my comfort zone and made me into the person I am today. So I would say just getting to see everybody. And also, I'm going into elementary education.
Oh,
so
cool. Yeah, perfect.
Being with kids is one of the highlights of my day, just working with them.
Do you know, do you have a place you'd like to teach at?
I'd like to teach back in Jerseyville is my goal.
They have a great district.
But I also like the Southwestern School District. My mom works there too, and I have a couple of family members. So
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, both districts are great. We had on a few Miss Fessler and so many others the other day, and just to hear some of the things going on in the district's amazing. If you guys got a moment to stick around, I got to pay a bill real quick. It's 10:21. We're gonna have more of this conversation. I just got to pay a quick bill. It's the first of the month. You know what's due today. We'll come back with more of our daily show right after this on RiverBender.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBenderRadio.com.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know whose shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is
Never anything important, just, where are you getting drinks at later, all that fun stuff. 10:24, welcome back to our daily show. We got a full studio still with Little Miss and Miss Jersey County. We got Blakely Green and Kyndal Price and Tiffany in the studio. I didn't realize all the work that goes into this. And I mean, I hate to sound like I'm stupid, but I host a talk show, so I guess I'm kind of in that boat. But whenever you were talking about practices and getting everyone together, there's a lot that goes in. And now I got to ask you, is Miss Jersey County become such a staple, I hate to say event, phenomenon to where you're involved and you're invested?
Yes. Pretty popular.
Is it? That's what I was wondering, because there is a lot of social media hype up and posts and different things. Take me through what these next couple of months look like for, and you're just busy all the time, so I don't even ask you. You're just busy, but you're on doing weekends and going to all these events. But also now practices are going to start coming up for the next contestants.
Yep.
So what does that look like for you guys, and how does that breakdown kind of work for the contestants too?
So we start at the end of May. We'll kind of have a picture welcome night. All the girls will get their headshots, Missy and Little, and then June we start practices. So at least once a week. Miss, we usually do a couple, just because they have a lot more to the competition with their speech, and interviews a little longer than the Littles, and they'll go. We take them to Greene County Fair, so they actually get to see a county fair pageant before ours.
Oh, cool. Okay, gotcha. Now I'm picking it all up. Okay.
So they get to experience that. It's very similar to ours. Kind of gives them a little experience and time with Kyndal, and she'll do some activities with them.
Yep.
And Blakely will go with us, and she gets to see the littles and help with them. But there's a lot.
Yep.
I mean, the girls are busy 365 days. I mean, it's a job, but it's a great learning experience, and it looks great on resumes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and Tiffany, how did you get involved?
So I actually grew up in the FFA atmosphere.
Okay.
So I was involved a lot with public speaking, and the past director had asked me to help with that. And I'm also on the fair board. So when she stepped down, they asked me to take over, and it's been a lot of fun. And these two have been a lot of fun this year.
Was this your first year?
This is my third year.
Third year.
Yep.
What were some of the things you had to learn to this? Because I'm like kind of blacking out here with all the different things that we're doing.
You know, honestly, when I first started, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. It's a summer thing. And then you're like, it's more than a summer thing, but it's great. I mean, they have became some of my closest family, and we'll have a relationship after. They give up their title in July, and it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but it's great to give girls that experience in our community.
Well, and the confidence just to go out and do things. Very important.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you have a queen that doesn't want to relinquish the throne? Does that happen?
Sometimes.
It's hard. I mean, you know.
It is, yeah. It's really hard to give up something so special.
Right, because you've been invested into this.
Yes.
And that's what I was, I mean, funny being aside, I mean, that's something, a year of your life you're giving away, basically. Mm-hmm. That's really tough, too.
Yes, it is. But she's did a great job, and she has they both have really good families, and we have a great fair board and pageant crew. So.
Blakely, I got to ask you, are you ready to give up your crown yet? No.
I don't think we'll both ever be prepared for it.
It just happens. And Blakely, do you remember the moment you were crowned? Yeah. What'd it feel like?
Was it awesome?
Yeah. You're awesome. You are so funny. Well, when is the competition this year? What's the official date for the competition?
July 10th.
July 10th.
Yep. It's the Wednesday of the Jersey County Fair.
And we just talked about getting everything registered. Mm-hmm. Little Miss is already filled up with contestants, but Miss Jersey County still. How many spots do we have for Miss Jersey?
We don't really give a limit to that.
Okay.
Just because it is such a big deal, and then in January they'll go to state. So
we've
had a pretty competitive past couple years there for a while. It was kind of smaller, and now got it built back up. So we're really hoping to get several girls, and they can always run again. Like that's what we encourage them. You know, we've had girls gain the experience and then run again. Like
Well, and because that's what I'm always curious about is how the breakdown goes. So how is Miss Jersey County selected?
Yeah, so we have a panel of judges, and they have a score sheet. It's made up of, like Kyndal said, their interview, their stage presence, confidence, how they carry themselves. They have on-stage pop questions that they don't know what it's going to be.
Okay.
It's usually ag-related, community-related. I try to stay away from politics, that sort of thing.
Good. But I like that a lot.
Yeah, it gives them an idea of who the girls are and kind of their personality.
Well, I just think that's wonderful too, and I just well, in that way, the girl. I mean, you're sitting there, the contestant spending 3 months preparing and thinking critically for 3 months, and critical thinking is gone by the wayside in terms of just our education system, and this does a really good job for young girls that are contestants to really think about those important questions and critical thinking questions. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm learning so much about it, how this works today. I'm like now starting to get it here. Okay.
Well, a lot of people just assume it's a beauty pageant, but there's so much more to it than
that was my problem. And I mean, I'm not going to be funny with you. I saw the TV show and thought that was kind of it. You got the teeth and you go out there. But this goes way more past that. I mean, this is delving into really just who we are as people and who you are as a person.
She's always out in the community. And she has a Queen Care project she's going to be doing.
What is it?
So our project, or the project I would like to do, is we're going to get pictures from all the Miss Jersey County Fair Queens, and we're going to kind of show those off to our community and show how important it really is to be queen. Like I know, like you said, a lot of people just think it's a beauty pageant, but there's a lot more that goes into it, and I want to be able to show off those amazing ladies. So
yeah, that's really cool. And too, it's history.
It is.
You know, and it's something you hold with pride because regardless of if you were Miss Jersey County in 1995 or 2010, you're still going to have that memory on your wall, and that it's brought up at Christmas and holidays and all of that. I mean, it stays with you.
It does.
I love this. Okay, now I'm like 100% in here. So what are some of the things, Blakely, that you could help our little Miss Jersey County contestants out with? What's one thing they should practice at home?
Walking and questions.
Questions, very good.
Walking and asking and answering questions and getting asked them. And what is your advice, Kyndal, for the same for Miss Jersey County?
I say just be confident with yourself. I know that's kind of cliche and something all the queens usually say, but it really is about just showing them who you are as a person. And it's way deeper than just if you can say a question on stage. Yes, that is one of the important factors, is if you can speak. But I think if I wasn't showing my real personality, I wouldn't have been true to myself, and I think that's super important.
Really cool. And Tiffany, once again, when was that informational meeting for Miss Jersey County?
It's next Tuesday, I believe the 9th.
Next Tuesday is the 9th at 5 p.m.
Yep.
The 9th at 5 p.m. at the Commons area?
It's going to be at the Jerseyville High School in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria. Alton, they call it the Commons.
Yeah,
I'm
same
sorry.
thing.
I'm
You're
trying.
good.
I got to get my Alton dialect out of here. I'm telling you what. And the competition is set for the Wednesday of the Jersey County Fair, and all the work that goes into it beforehand and afterwards. And Kyndal, how many more weeks do you have of traveling?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably about 8 or 9 weeks.
Wow. It's coming fast.
Yeah, not too much longer, honestly.
But keep up the traveling and meeting all the folks. It's been great talking to everybody today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for your time. And for more information, what's the best way for folks to get information on the competition?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the Miss Jersey County Fair Queen Pageant or jerseycountyfair.com.
Perfect.
All the information is posted on there.
And we hope to see you there. And, well, 2 will be walking away with crowns. Little Miss Jersey County and Miss Jersey County. Well, if Kyndal and Miss Blakely would like to give up those crowns. 10:33, a quick break. We come back. Our daily show hits you next, right after this. Get over here on RiverBender.com.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alton Memorial Campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
In the heart-pounding moments of the game, every move counts, just like in chiropractic care. Dr. Andrew Dykman of Rosewood Chiropractic champions this belief, supporting our teams in every drive and supporting his patients for nearly 20 years, offering affordable, compassionate, all-natural wellness care. Call 618-259-2676 or visit rosewoodchiropractic.com today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. I don't even know how to start the segment. We just had every conversation you could think of. 10:38, Beyond the Shelves, the first Monday of the month, happens to fall on April Fool's Day. You know.
Yeah.
Not much you can do about this one.
No, and everything we talk about is
very serious.
We're not
serious.
joking. We're not joking.
I'm just laughing over the weekend I had. I didn't tell the audience.
No.
The reason my phone died is I was on a par 5 and I just birdied it, 500-yard hole. Go look down. You know, you feel good.
Yeah.
You're like, this is a good day, good Easter weekend, and you look down and you see bird excrement on your cell phone. And then your phone's green, and it's green for 2 reasons. 1, from the bird. 2 is because your phone turns green and just fries itself. Just amazing. So if I text you, who is this? I really did get a new phone. I do like you. Mary, the Beyond the Shelves last week did very well.
Oh,
I can't even tell you how many people were excited about this.
That's awesome.
And seeing folks sharing the genealogy article and all that. People really love the services that are being offered. How'd your Easter go?
It went well. How about yours?
Good. That was a long tie-in, but I found a way to tie it in. You know.
It went well. It sounds like mine might have gone a little better than yours, but it went well.
We're here now.
Yeah.
So what's coming down the pipeline? I know that we have the letters to look at, but I wanted to talk about some of the events first, and then we'll dive into the library part. I know Ed Wheatley's next week.
You know, he's actually on Wednesday. Yeah, this coming Wednesday. I know, the time has just, it's like March took forever, and then the last week just flew by. So, yeah.
Man,
so he'll be Wednesday.
I even put that on my calendar wrong.
Yep. He'll be here Wednesday, April 3rd at 6:30 at the Alton Square Mall Library. And we do still have a few seats available, so people can come and listen to him talk about the history of sports in St. Louis.
Wonderful.
Yep, free program.
Wonderful. And then what else is coming down the pipeline?
So April starts 2 programs that we have. We have our Food for Fido Fine Amnesty program, and we kind of touched on that last week. But if you have any overdue Hayner Library materials, whether they're just a couple of days overdue or whether they've gone into build status, I mean, you've had these things for a while and you think, uh-oh, I forgot I had them. You can return them to any Hayner Library location along with an item of pet food. So 1 item of pet food or pet care item per overdue item, and we will waive your fine as long as it's a Hayner Library item. we will waive that and then donate the food to 5As.
Does that go for Library of Things too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a twofold program. The whole point is to get our materials back so that
Right,
somebody else can
right,
check them
right.
out. It also helps patrons, because if you've got a couple of things that you've checked out and haven't returned them and they're overdue, and if we charge up to the price of the item. So.
I love how we do this because I'm not, I'm kind of new. I'm new to the library game.
Yeah.
So all these thoughts just start coming up when I ask about this. So just for the record, just so folks know, you can't just bring in the bag of dog food without the item.
Bring the item.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to bring them both
Because
at
I'd
the
go
same
in there with
time.
like 8 bags of dog food going, here you go.
Yeah, bring the item with you at the same time, and we will waive the fine and then donate the item to the 5As. And they could use it too.
I'm still going to find a way to donate
Yeah.
an item and find a way to get some other fines.
Yeah, well, and that's just it too. I mean, 5As, if they need the dog food and the cat food. And so if you just want to, if you've been meaning to donate something to them and you don't have a library fine, but you just want to donate something, just bring it by and we'll take it to them. So, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah, so we have that going on. And then for the whole month, that's for the whole month of April. And then also for the month of April, we're doing something new called an adult spring scavenger hunt. And so, so this starts today. And patrons 18 and older can come into the downtown library or the Alton Square Library. You can sign up, and it's a real quick 3 or 4 questions registration form. Then we hand you the sheet, and we have places in the library for you to look for particular items that are on the sheet. And then we have people going out into the community and just looking for particular things that we ask for on the scavenger hunt page. And it's a way to get people into the library, kind of look around the building, maybe see some things you didn't know we had, and then to send people out into the community to take a look at the community and see some of the things you may not know we have. And then while you're out, people are probably going to say, what are you doing here? And you can say, oh, I'm on the Hayner Library scavenger hunt. So it gets you talking about the library in the community too.
Well, I think that's one. I saw that and thought, how cool is that?
Yeah, and some really cool prizes too.
Yeah.
So there's some gift cards available to local businesses like Luciana's and the Cookie Factory in Germania and Post Commons and Mava's. We also have a grill set available and a camping chair. So we got some cool stuff that you can win too.
Well, and that's what when I saw that, I went, that's a really cool way to do something unique. And now I got a bigger question for you.
Okay.
We've done this segment for almost, has this been a year? Are we officially year status?
Getting close.
Yeah,
getting
we're
close. Yeah,
Man, that's wild. It
I know.
flies by. It doesn't
does.
seem like
it really does.
What about, how do I use my library card? So I gotta ask this question.
No, I'm glad we're gonna talk about this.
So when I get my card, do I have to physically carry my card with me everywhere?
No, you can. There's a couple different things you can do. You can take your card with you. Obviously, you can take it with you. But we also have an app called the Share Mobile Library app, and you can download the app to your device, to your phone, and then it has an electronic card. So we can just scan because everybody always has their phone with them. So we can, just scan your phone and do it that way, or we can look up your account with your driver. As long as you have a driver's license or a state ID with you, we can look it up that way and check out to you. So yeah, you don't have to have it physically with you.
Well, and now take me through some of the stats of these library cards.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. I love numbers.
Okay,
I always
so
love how they
we
break
have
down.
the Hayner Library belongs to the Illinois Heartland Library System. It's a consortia of libraries in the state. And we're actually the largest consortia of libraries in North America. So we have 521 member libraries.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 29, I brought the numbers, 29 academic, 227 public, 235 school libraries, and 29 special libraries. So special libraries are kind of like the University of Illinois might have an art museum.
Gotcha.
And they belong to that too. So you can actually use your library card. We always joke, Illinois, we all know Illinois has its problems, but we do libraries really, really well. Yeah, so you can actually use your public library card at any public library in the state. And then you can return things back and forth at each library. So if you're at the Wood River Public Library, or if you're in Wood River, maybe doing some shopping, and you want to stop in at the Wood River Public Library, you can take your Hayner library card in there, use it, check stuff out, and then return those items to Hayner. You can return them to Edwardsville, you can return them to East Alton, wherever you're at. And we have a courier service through the Illinois Heartland Library System, and that courier does 5-day-a-week delivery at every library in the system. And so it's just a continuous returning and delivery of materials. So Yeah,
Wow.
it's nice. It's really nice.
Well, and now with the library card, whenever we're using something, because there's so many amenities, like with Biblio Plus and all of these things.
Yeah.
How do I use it to unlock those amenities?
So when you register for your library card, you'll get an individual. Everyone has a unique barcode number on their account. And then that's just the number that you need when you download the app or whether you go online and use it on your desktop. So we have Biblio Plus, which streams free movies and TV shows. We have Cloud Library and Overdrive, both, which are ebooks, audiobooks, and in the case of Overdrive, digital magazines. You just use your library card number to log in on all of those. So it's all free, but you just use your card number. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I love that breakdown. And now, whenever, do you get very many folks from up north that come down?
Every once in a while, it's usually somebody that belongs maybe to a more rural library, and they come in, and like South County and Brussels. For the longest time, they didn't belong to, or they weren't on an automated system. So they would rely on other libraries in the area to barcode their cards and then use your card. Now they're automated, and we don't have to worry about it. So it doesn't happen quite that often anymore. But we do still have a few every once in a while. And the other thing is people don't realize if you own rental property in an area, you're entitled, because you pay property taxes, you're entitled to a library card in that area. If you,
Gotcha.
So, and then
so
there's
like
some places.
If I owned a rental house in Godfrey, I could still, because it's in the library district, I could still get a library card.
Yeah, you're entitled to a library card for that, and then that allows you to access all of the other materials. Now, if you have if you live in Glen Carbon, and then you have a rental property in Alton, you can use your Glen Carbon card. There really wouldn't be any reason for you to want to get it, but you could if you didn't live in a library service area.
Well, and that's the other part about the card I had. So I was going online because you better not sit there and laugh at me. I know you're watching this. I was gonna get my library card, and I typed in my address, and I have a weird address.
Okay.
Do I just stop in the library?
You can just give us a call.
Okay.
Yeah, just give us a call. We'll look up your address and see if you're in our district, because that's the number one question we get. People aren't sure if they live in a library service area, or people aren't sure the way libraries work in the state. And pretty much, if you look at your property tax bill, which everyone's got a property tax bill, if you have a library district or service area listed on there, you just go to that library and get your card, and then you can use it anywhere. But not everybody pays a tax into a library service area, and that's where it gets confusing.
Well,
so
mine is, I think I inputted it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because I bought a house that was a split. And so when we split the parcel, I got like a weird thing, and I think I got to come in.
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, I had to ask a question for me here, too.
The easiest thing would be to just come in. But the way the libraries work in Illinois, if you don't live in a library service area, there's a couple of different things you can do. If you don't pay taxes to a library district, then by law, you're required to go to the library that serves the school district that you pay taxes to, because everybody pays taxes to a school district.
Right.
So, we have some people who live, last week I was talking to someone who lived in Kyndal Hill. They don't, which is Wood River, but they don't live in the Wood River Public Library District, which is a city library. So they pay taxes to the Roxana School District. So they go to the Roxana Public Library, purchase a non-resident card, which is usually about the average that taxpayers pay. That's how most libraries figure out their non-resident fee. And then you purchase your card in Roxana Public Library, and then you can use it at any public library in the system. So that's kind of how they work.
But you're right, there are so many of those spots around here.
Especially rural or unincorporated areas.
Like the Fosterburg area, I bet kind of gets
Foster Township pays into Alton because they're part of Alton, so they are part of the library district because we're Alton, Godfrey, and Foster Township. But there's a few people that are on the outskirts that maybe have a Godfrey address, but they're really in like Macoupin County or Brighton or that kind of, but they don't actually live in Brighton proper to pay a property tax to the library district there. So it kind of is a game of just figuring out where not really a game, but figuring out if you pay a property tax to a library. If you don't, then going to the public library or the public library that serves the school district you pay into.
That is so fascinating. I mean, seriously fascinating.
Yeah. And there's a couple of things too, because sometimes the non-resident cards can be a little expensive depending on
I bet.
what you're paying.
Yeah.
So in Illinois, we enacted the Cards for Kids program. So if you are under 18, and if your children are under 18 and you fall not in a library service area, your children are entitled to a free library card at the district in which you pay school taxes.
Okay.
So we have a few. We don't have a whole lot of people that live in our district, that school district and library district, that overlap. So we have very few of that. But every once in a while, you'll get somebody who's more rural area, and that's the Cards for Kids Act, and then there is one for veterans as well.
I didn't know you guys, not going completely off topic here, I was just on the library card page. I didn't know you guys had video games.
Yeah, we just started. So
really?
Yeah, we started checking those out probably in the fall of last year, and they have gone over huge.
When
People
we
love
talk
them.
video games, like what do we mean by that?
Yeah, so we have video games for teens, adults, kids, like PlayStation video games and Xbox, that kind of thing. Yeah, we don't have any of the mature, you're not going to find, like, I don't
Call
even know.
of Duty in there.
Yeah, you're not going to find, oh gosh, there's one, the car video, Vice.
Oh, yeah.
We're not doing that. But yeah, we've got video games for
Grand Theft
teens.
Auto.
Yeah. We've got video games for teens, adults, and kids.
No, I just think that's that's really, to me, I mean, for parents, I mean, this is a great kind of incentive thing too, saying, hey, if grades look good this week, every Friday we'll go stop by the library. That's wonderful.
And you can get those through interlibrary loan too. So other libraries loan them out back and forth between each other. So if the easiest way to search is just to go to download the Share Mobile Library app. And you can search on your phone and place holds. You can renew materials. You can do all kinds of stuff through your phone, through that app. Yeah.
Really? Could you have a moment to stick
Sure.
around? I got to take one last break
sure.
of the day. 10:51, we'll come back. Beyond the Shelves continues next, right here on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got Joey.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66. Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Audiobooks, music CDs, DVDs, magazine kits, games, ebooks, audiobooks, stream videos, access to databases, video game rentals, the library of things. Oh, sorry, I was just reading off the amenities that come with your Hayner library card. You know, when you talk about those things, do people ever do you ever just sit there and go,
Yeah, so I always have the worry when people hear the word library, they're like, I don't want to talk about that. But usually even people who are like that when I first start talking, by the end of the presentation are kind of like, wait, you do all of that?
Exactly.
Yep, we do. So yeah. And that's the other thing too. If anybody ever wants me to come and talk, like any kind of group, a local civic group or organization, if you're looking for a speaker, I'm always happy to come and talk about the library.
Do you ever talk to the CEO kids?
I don't think we have.
I think that would be a good group to talk
I'd
to.
love to.
I mean, even just Alton High students and stuff, because I don't think the students realize how much of a benefit. Listen, I know this thing's invented in life's great and gold. When you're doing your papers and you're doing all these important things for college, especially at Lewis and Clark's nursing program, you got to have your sources in a line. You have a great institution that you can utilize, and there's all these citation tools, and
which I would have killed for when I was in school.
I can only imagine if you have time, ever do have time to think about life. You're sitting there going, if only I had this 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Oh man. So what else is coming down the pipeline before we talk about library?
We've got a couple of programs that are coming up. So on Thursday of this week from 10 to 12 at the Alton Square Library, Senator Erica Harris's office is coming. And so we talked about that, and there was some confusion. Some people were thinking the senator herself was going to be there, and it's her staff. She's I know that she's trying to hit every library. She's trying, but she has a lot of demands on her time as well. So it will be her staff that's coming, and they're just here to assist anybody with residents with any kind of service. They also want to make sure that everybody knows about the available resources for state government related issues. So maybe there's grants, or maybe you're having an issue with something at the state level. That's what her staff is there for. They're there to talk about those and try to get you some assistance and some help.
Well, and that's why I'm glad you clarified, because I was talking to somebody, and I guess disheveled or disgruntled was just the right word. Well, why won't she be there? Well, because, there's only one senator, and there's a lot of people in our jurisdiction, so we got to kind of... That's why.
And I was talking to her staff member about that, and I said, he said, you can rest assured that everything that people bring to him absolutely 100% gets moved on to her. She finds out about it. So even if she's not going to be here on Thursday, her staff will, and they will make sure.
Not to talk politics, but our representatives around here have some of the best staffers. I mean, they really are good.
They're wonderful.
They're always
wonderful.
responsive. So anyone that's still kind of worried about that, if you're going to go, just know it's taken care of. And then some.
I promise you, they will make sure that your issue is taken care of.
So for the scavenger hunt, just to go back to that real quick, what's the starting point?
Starts today, and the starting point is the library.
Okay.
So you definitely want to come into either the Alton Square location or the downtown location and pick up your registration form and your packet for going around and what you need to look for and find. So
I'm excited. That's such a fun. And think about this. I got to do the CJ thing again.
Yeah.
Think about this. Saturday, pick not this Saturday, but next Saturday when it's warmer. Because you see this will be like 40 degrees.
I know.
You can. Why don't you do this? Grab your friends, grab a group, 4 or 5 of you, or maybe even 2 of you, and take a walk up and down Broadway throughout the district, the library district. Maybe. I don't want to get you in trouble. Maybe you set up a designated driver and do a day trip out of it and have some fun.
Like a pub crawl,
like a wine walk.
Something like that, or stop and have lunch. Do something.
That's what I'm kind of picturing out of this. It's an absolute day powered by the library.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and whenever you're putting all the April stuff together, this is a weird time of year for you guys, isn't it? Because you got the spring months, but then all of a sudden your summer reading programs are getting ready to start, and all of these other really big projects.
They are.
Is this kind of like what is it for you guys?
It's kind of
right
a weird
now?
time because we put out our newsletter. We start working on our newsletter about 6 weeks before it hits people's houses, but then it covers the following 3 months. So we have to plan very far in advance for what's going to be coming out. And this is the weird newsletter because it covers April, May, and June. So it hits part of summer, and that summer happens to be part of the summer reading program. So we have all of our summer reading program information in the spring newsletter. So it kind of throws everybody off. So
that's why I think it's really cool how you guys do that, because there's some thought that goes into this.
A lot of thought.
It doesn't just slip it on there.
We have really good staff members who just kind of try to keep an eye on what's going on in the future and making sure that they time it so that it hits this newsletter.
And getting back to the library card, Mary, if someone has more questions like I do, where you have like a weird address or something isn't getting put in right for me, user error. Is there a certain time of day or certain person you talk to at the library?
No, anytime the library's open. We all have access to a database where we can put in your address.
Okay.
And as long as you're in Madison County, we can pretty much, actually, if you're in the state, we can figure out where your library is that you should go to get your card issued.
That's my curiosity, because I'm the guy, you know how it is at Casey's. You go in to get gas, and you're stuck behind the guy that got 800 lottery tickets. None of them are winners, but he's got to scan them all.
Every single one of them.
And then go ahead and buy 2 more number 5s, and then So I always feel like I'm the guy that's going to hold people up.
Nope.
Don't worry about
nope,
that.
Don't worry about that. And that's the thing, too. Don't worry about anything, because sometimes, libraries have been around for so long that everybody thinks, I should know how to use this place. But we're evolving all the time.
That's true.
It's not a problem. We love it when people come up and say, what's going on, or how do I do this?
Right.
We'll be happy to show you.
You're
That's what we're
right.
there for.
That's what amazes me. And I know I'm going over, boss, but I don't care. I really don't. It's a Monday, and this is fascinating. For you, in your position, libraries have been institutions for this country forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but what's it mean to really be the evolutionary piece to the next version of a library? Because we are in this in-between time.
We are.
We're going from... we're hitting this digital age, and people thought the digital age was 20 years ago. We were just getting started.
Yes.
Then.
Yeah.
So for you, you're in this weird spot, not weird, but unique, to where your group, your staff, you are the next generation of what that's going to look like.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange place to be. I mean, for me personally, I came into it back when it was, let's use the phrase analog to digital.
Yeah, you're right.
I was here when it was analog.
Yeah.
And so to watch it evolve, and it's exciting to see what it can be, because what's coming up digitally, and what's happening like with AI and things like that. So you wonder, how is that going to affect us? And so we just have to kind of keep our eye on the future and think, okay, we need to be responsive and adaptive to it. But at the same time, knowing that one of the nice constants of the library is that it's always been a place for the community to come, no matter who you are in the community. And so it's kind of exciting to still be able to offer a meeting place for people, and a place for people to just come and think and be and sit. And also to have these exciting digital things that you can do access from home, or from your car, your phone, or whatever.
What was the app again?
So it's the Share Mobile Library app.
Mobile Library.
Yep. Yeah.
Perfect. And it's just really cool to me to see this, because I'm getting what's happening.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's exciting.
It's really
It is
exciting. And it's one you want to stay tuned to. Hey, thank you so much for that plug, by the way, though, or reminder. I'm going to be talking about this at the North Alton Godfrey Business Council meeting very briefly. Mike upstairs has created, all of you are small business owners, a lot of you guys are, or you're institutions, or you got things. Life's getting in the way. You're maybe working 12 hours in the office, and then you got to go and do social media. RiverBender.com has some really cool tools for you to use. That is just like ChatGPT. You aren't paying a monthly subscription. You're paying for what you use. So whether or not you need a press release generated, you need an event description generated, you need a flyer generated, a blog post for your website, you can do that with RiverBender.com. We have the best prompting right now in the area. It's really good. So all you do is just buy those tokens. Thanks for reminding me. I never told them that before.
Yeah,
but
no, it's interesting. I got that email that all of those are available, and I've been looking at it thinking, this is really incredible. So, I mean, it really is.
It's pretty cool what Mike's been able to accomplish. And it's not to, scare anybody that's in the PR world. It's just to make your lives easier at home with your small businesses, or if you're on the fly, Mary, and go, oh my God, we forgot to get this done. Boom!
Yep, not that we would ever do that.
No, never. Well, seriously, that's what I think's so
Yeah.
cool, because you guys work so hard. We don't see it from the outside looking in,
Yeah.
but all this stuff gets accomplished. Where are you heading to now?
Now I'm going to be heading out to go talk about getting some things printed to hand out when I go and talk to different
that's what I was
locations. So,
saying. I was curious. I thought it was library
Yep.
related. Well, at 11:03, we got to say goodbye. Get your library card, because it's just one of the many benefits to be in the library district, is having that card and unlocking the door to adventure with Hayner Library. How about that? See you tomorrow. I'm out of time. And, I got to put my life together digitally today. If I ever find that bird, you just wait and see what happens, On that note, we got a busy show tomorrow. Join me then. And on that, try your best to stay out of jail.
Always leave